It is apparent that if low oil pressure is not checked, it will seriously harm the engine. High pressure, though, is also detrimental to an engine. High oil pressure usually arises from the oil's incapacity to permeate all parts of the engine through the holes and fissures. Once more, this results in the motor being left unlubricated, which causes significant wear due to friction. You will discover the main causes of high oil pressure in this video, along with some solutions. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Cold engine. A cold motor could be the cause of high oil pressure in a car that has just been started. An increased oil pressure during startup is quite normal. It can even be twice as high as it is after the engine has warmed up. Once the motor has warmed up, reading it will give you a better idea of what's happening with the engine. An engine's typical temperature ranges from 190 to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. After the engine has warmed up, you should start investigating the other options mentioned below if the pressure stays high. Faulty oil pressure sensor. It's possible that the reading is incorrect but the engine's oil pressure isn't really high. In that case, the sensor might be broken. Information is monitored and transmitted to the instrument cluster gauge by the oil pressure sensor. This electronic control module is in communication with this sensor. The oil light might illuminate if this sensor malfunctions. Moreover, the light may blink, alerting you to potential problems between P0520 and 0523. Blocked oil passage. As the oil passes through the engine, it gathers a lot of dirt and debris. The debris can solidify into sludge and clog the oil pathways if the engine oil isn't changed on a regular basis. You might also notice some issues with the engine's performance in addition to the high oil pressure. The inability of the oil to flow freely through the system may cause the motor to sputter. Contaminated or damaged oil filter. You most likely aren't changing the filter either if you don't do routine oil changes. The intended lifespan of these filters is the interval between oil changes. As a result, an obstruction or blockage may have resulted from all of the dirt and pollutants that the filter was able to capture. Pressure builds up in the system when there isn't free-flowing oil. As impurities enter the system through a clogged oil filter, dark black exhaust smoke may also be seen. In severe circumstances, the engine may also make knocking sounds. You might permit significant engine damage if you keep the clogged filter in place. Wrong oil grade. Viscosity levels and motor oil grades are crucial factors to take into account. In colder climates, thin oils perform better because they can more easily pass through the engine. But in warmer climates, the oil must be thicker to generate more pressure for easier flow. You also need to consider the grade of oil you use in addition to viscosity. Depending on what your engine requires, you can go with a blend, synthetic, or conventional fuel. The pressure can increase if the grade you are using isn't appropriate. Misuse of the incorrect type of oil can result in additional issues. You might observe a decrease in fuel efficiency and certain performance problems. Faulty oil pressure gauge. The dashboard gauge receives data from the sensor and displays it for you to read. An erroneous reading could occur if the gauge is malfunctioning. Even though there isn't, it will appear as though there is high oil pressure. Even though this condition is uncommon, it is always possible. Depending on which part has failed, you might also notice other gauges showing inconsistent readings. Bad oil pump relief valve. Engine relief valves are a crucial component of engine safety. When the pressure gets too high, this valve makes sure the fluid has somewhere to go. Relief valves are designed to automatically open when the pressure reaches a predetermined point. An abnormal reading results from the pressure building up if the relief valve is broken. Because of the pressure, you might also notice some oil leakage when the valve is broken or stuck. Poor quality oil. If it hasn't been changed, you'll have contaminated oil in addition to the dirty oil filter. Synthetic oil typically needs to be changed every 7,500 to 10,000 miles, while conventional oil should only be used for 3,000 to 5,000 miles. If you have traveled farther than this, the oil's viscosity has decreased and it is becoming soiled. Because of this, it won't lubricate the internal engine parts in the same way, and in addition to the increased pressure, you might experience performance issues. How to fix high oil pressure. The solution to high oil pressure is frequently simpler than one might think. Try to fix the problem on your own by walking through these steps. Permit the engine to reach its full temperature. It's best to give the engine some time to warm up and see if it regulates if you've just started it. Examine the engine oil you are using. You should replace the oil and filter on your car if you selected the incorrect type or viscosity. Consult your owner's manual to find the recommended oil type from the manufacturer. Replace the filter and oil. If the regularly scheduled maintenance is about to expire, take this opportunity to perform it. Most of the time, changing the oil and filter at home can be done quickly and for less than $75. You'll probably spend less than $125 even if you decide to save time and get it done at the neighborhood lube. Make sure the oil passages are clean. You can begin by removing and cleaning the oil pan if you believe there is a blockage or sludge accumulation in the system. Clear any residue with a brush and solvent. If advised by the manufacturer, you can also mix in a strong cleaning agent with the oil. Observe all the instructions provided on the product you select. It's time to seek assistance from a mechanic if these fixes are ineffective. It's best to have someone with mechanical experience test the sensors and gauges, as it can be a challenging procedure. If you would like to try fixing these yourself, consult your service manual for details. But you must understand that this situation is critical, and you have to address this issue as soon as possible to prevent further harm. This is one instance where giving in and letting the neighborhood repair shop take a look might be preferable. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also support the channel by becoming a sponsor or tipping us.